Hello YouTubers, diecast collectors, it's Jared White, the J-Man63, and I have a review today, a Shelby review of two very iconic Mustangs. One is an older Shelby gt500 Eleanor edition, and a Shelby gt500 Super Snake 50th Anniversary Gold and Black edition, both by Shelby Collectibles. These are two very awesome models. And I'm just going to crack right into the review. And for those of you who don't know, I've had these models for quite a while, so it's finally time to get on reviewing these. First off is the newer Shelby. Up here you have a pretty detailed front end. Nice headlights, no peg in them. Pretty good detail here. You can see the badging. It's a pretty nice grille, although you can't really see through it. Still did a pretty good job. Moving on to the side here, you can see some nice wheels, and of course the brake discs turn as they should, and the brake calipers stay in place, so these are pretty nice wheels. You can see some nice chrome hood pins right there, although they aren't connected to anything. Nice gold striping here. And then you move on to the side here. Nice chrome badge right there. GT500 Super Snake, and pretty nice detail. Door handles, nice gas cap. Like I said, the wheels do turn with the brake discs, and the calipers do stay in place. On to the rear end here, pretty nice taillights, pretty well done. I think this is a 2010 model. Nice big Shelby badge right there with the sticker with the 50th anniversary edition. Says Super Snake on the license plate with Shelby right there at the lettering. Again, on the outside, just very nice. You can see the little side scoops right there, and nice chrome mirrors with the chrome sticker to represent the mirror itself. I think it's an actual chrome piece. It's pretty thick, so it's pretty well done. And some nice hood vents right here. They're plastic and you can't see through them, but they're still pretty nice. Alright, moving on to what's in the trunk, and we'll note that this has a nice little radio antenna. It is flexible, but it is pretty nice that they included that in there. Nice spoiler back here. Here's a trunk, although there's not anything in it and it's not carpeted, but it's nice that they have an opening trunk. And now we'll get on to the motor details. Pretty detailed motor here. Shelby known for their very good detailing of their engines. Pretty much second to none. Beats out Maisto. Although Maisto, them coming out with their exclusive line, which I've heard about, I'm not sure how that's going to be. Supposedly it's going to be nice. I'm not really sure. But you got your stickers for the instructions. You have your supercharger, which is a Kenny Bell supercharger. Usually is what these had in them. Just very nicely detailed motor all around. You got the air filter, the washer bottle. You have all kinds of little details in here. Camera's picking them up pretty well. All in all, a very nicely detailed motor bay. And you can see all the way through it if you look. You can't really see, but you can see all the way through it. So it's a separate engine block and everything, and there's all the labels. Alright, so that's the engine. On to the interior. Interior's pretty nice. You can see that the door panels are well done, sculpted and everything. And you can see the Shelby logo right there. If you look closely, you can see it right there, and it's right there in the door. Nice interior details. Got your separate gauge pods right here. Pretty nicely detailed. Gauge faces aren't really in there, but it's not really a deal breaker. They don't color a lot of the buttons in, which they should do, but it's not bad. It's pretty decent, and it's got like soft vinyl rubbery seats, which is pretty nice. And of course the steering wheel does turn with the front wheels as it should. Pretty nice. So all in all, a relatively detailed interior. Over to the other side. Of course there's a logoing in the door right there. Super Snake. All in all though, it's a pretty well detailed interior. You can see in the back here, there's a pretty decent back seat back there. Trying to get as close as I can. But there's the interior. Just a very nice car. Here's the underside right here. And as you can see, it's all pretty much there. You got the sway bars. Everything's well detailed. Just this is another reason I absolutely love Shelby Collectibles. They really go the extra mile on detailing under here. As you can see, all the separate pieces are there. Engine block. And it's a nice little steering rack. They did a good job with the steering rack up here, not making it too thick. I mean, everything is well represented under here. And pretty good model. So anyway, that is the Shelby GT500 Super Snake. Now on to the Eleanor. And Eleanor is pretty detailed herself. One of my favorite movies of all time, Gone in 60 Seconds. I'm sure you all know if you follow my channel. But anyway, starting up front here, you got a nice grille with headlights. There really is no peg in them, but I can really see they did a pretty good job with these. You can see the fog lights and the marker lights. Nice grille. It has a pretty decent amount of detailing in it. And you got all the turn signals and everything, pretty well done. Hood pins right here that are chrome. Again, not connected to anything, but I'm glad that they put them there. Nice gray paint job, gunmetal gray. You can see the windshield wipers are there. So pretty nice. Moving down the side here, you can see the nice wheels, and the brake discs do move and the calipers stay in place as usual on most Shelby Collectibles. GT500. Nice chrome door handles. Mirrors are done. The side pipes. Nice wheels. They did a pretty good job with the wheels here. I like them. Rear window. The one thing that bugs me about this model though, is if you look right here, there's a little bit of a flaw where the chrome kind of carried over to the window, which it's not terribly noticeable, but it's not too bad. Green lights, I heard that the green light edition of this, they had a lot more issues and flaws with it. So I'd rather have this over the green light edition. But anyway, yeah, the outside's pretty nice. I mean, the tail lights here, pretty well detailed. You can see the California GT500 plate, although that's not accurate to Eleanor. It'd be nice to put a actual movie accurate plate in here. And you can see the Shelby logo, done well. All in all though, pretty decent representation of Eleanor. Alright, so now on to the engine bay. I think we're gonna show that here. Pretty nice motor, well detailed. If you look here, all of it's there. You got the hoses, the belts, the wiring, the cables for the battery. I'm trying to open it a little further so I can get the camera all the way in there. But you can see from the side here, it's all pretty well detailed up. I'm sure you guys have seen photos of this online. If you've been looking for an Eleanor, this is a pretty good model to get. But there it is from the other side right there. Getting as close as I can. That's about as good as I can get. and it is all a separate piece. So pretty nice engine. Alright, so now on to the interior. Like I said, pretty well detailed model. On the interior you can see that the door locks are right there. Interior is pretty nicely detailed. Got separate gauges. Got almost the same pedals you saw Nicolas Cage stepping on in the movie. I mean, they're pretty well detailed. Nice steering wheel, and of course the steering wheel does steer with the front wheels themselves. The gauges are actually in this one, so they did a pretty good job with the detailing on the gauges and everything. Got Carroll Shelby on the dashboard right there. Seats actually move up and back, although these ones are a bit loose on mine. Otherwise it's not too bad. And you can see the door panel is got the chrome and everything in it. Pretty well nice. Really detailed. Closes. Alright. Now on to the other side. These doors close pretty nicely, and the hood, when you open it, it stays open pretty well. So my example is pretty nice. It hasn't succumbed to the gravity effect. Alright, so now the other side, you can really kind of see the gauges. I was about to say cages. Nicolas Cage's car. The gauges on Nicolas Cage's car. But there you go, with Carroll Shelby on the dashboard again. Like I said, it's a very well detailed piece. And the shifter that should say "Go Baby Go," although I don't know if it actually says it. It probably doesn't. But anyway, and like I said, the front seat's full forward. And you have a roll bar back here. And I'll show the back seat real quick. Can't really see it. It's kind of dark. It's hard to see. Alright. It's the car, no matter how many times you try to boost it, something always happens. I absolutely love that movie. One of my favorites. Alright, now onto the trunk. Here's the stuff that is the go juice so the car can go baby go. The nitrous tank in the trunk. And although it doesn't have the gauge on here, it's a good thing that they put in there, which is pretty nice. And if you look in here, I think there was supposed to be like a fuel cell in here or something. I'm not sure if that's accurate to the movie, but here's a trunk. And the nitrous tank is definitely accurate to the movie, so it's a very nice piece. Now, alright, on to the underside here, which is pretty well detailed. You can see the steering componentry up here, where the braces are in the front. Nice sway bar. And like I said, it's all very well detailed. Nice gold engine pan. The transmission is there. Complete exhaust. And like I said, if you look through, you actually can see the detail. You can see my finger kind of right there as I move it over. So it's all very well detailed. Back here, and then moving up to the collectors, you can see all the suspension and the gas tank, the little springs and everything. The suspension doesn't work like in most Shelby collectibles, but that's not a deal breaker. But it's all pretty well detailed. So I would say that both these models get a full 10 out of 10. Definitely approved by me, two of my favorites. If you have the chance, I would definitely try picking both of these up. These are definitely worth the investment of the $40 or $45 to $50 that these cost. Like I said, I give these a full 10 out of 10. They are two of my favorite models, as with all Shelby collectibles are. I absolutely love anything that they make. And like I said, if you like Eleanor, or if you appreciate Carroll Shelby, if you want to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Shelby, which I think is when he passed away, either of these would be a great addition to a Shelby collection. I highly recommend either one. Alright guys, well, for more videos, make sure you check out my channel, the JMan63, and make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, make sure you stay tuned for more reviews, more haul videos, and more of just whatever. I'm Jared White, the JMan63. Have a good one, guys. Bye.